our next topic is male reproductive system. Now, male reproductive system mainly consists of two major portions, which include portions that produce germ cells and portions that deliver germ cells to the site of fertilization. So, these are the two major parts of male reproductive system. So, this is the structure of male reproductive system. So, this portion is testis, which produces the germ cells, and this penis is the portion which deliver the germ cells to the site of fertilization. So, these are the two major portions that I said, which include the main male reproductive system. So, let us go through the main parts of male reproductive system. See, starting from testis. Here you can see the structure of testis here. It is covered by a skin layering called scrotum. Then this is penis. Then this is urethra, which is a common passage for sperm as well as urine. This is a gland called the prostate gland. This is urinary bladder. And here you can see a vesicle that is called a seminal vesicle. And this is the ureter. And this portion is called the vas deferens. So these are the parts of male reproductive system. Let us go through the functions and how it deliver the sperms to the site of fertilization. Let us go through the parts one by one. Now let us begin with the testes. See, testes are, you can see here, this is the structure of testes. So testes are oval shaped primary reproductive organs in man. This is the testis. So a pair of testes lies in a small sac-like muscular structure. This is the structure of muscular structure is called a scrotum. And the function of testis, the main function of testis is to produce the sperm, and another function is it secrete the male sex hormone called testosterone. And these are the two major functions of testis. Release of sperms as well as it produces a hormone called testosterone. And the sperms provides, it is surrounded by the outer covering that is called as scrotum. And the importance of scrotum is it provides the temperature, optimum temperature required for the formation of sperms. So this is regarding testis and scrotum. Now the next is regarding vas deferens. You can see a small tube like which is arising from inside the testis. You can see the connection how it moves. See, this is the vas deferens which carries the sperm. The sperm released by the testis is carried through vas deferens, and you can see the path here how it moves, and it reaches to a part called seminal vesicle. So the sperms are this is the structure of seminal vesicle, and the seminal vesicles are a pair of thin walled muscular elongated sac-like structures which can secrete a fluid, and this fluid is helping to nourish the sperm. Now the initial step of nourishment is done by the seminal vesicle, and after that continuation of here you can see the vas deferens how it is moving through, and it is touching with another gland that is called a prostate gland. And the seminal vesicle and the prostate gland are very important as far as male reproductive system is concerned. So prostate gland also helps to nourish the sperms, and the secretion of this prostate gland and the seminal vesicle helps to nourish the sperm, and it forms together it forms what we call as semen. So the nourished sperm along with that fluid we will call it as semen. Now the next part is penis. Penis forms the external male genital organ. Here you can see the structure of penis, which is the external male genital organ, and it is a copulatory organ with thick muscular walls. So you can see the structure of penis here. Inside this is a covering for the entire structure of male. The portion where it is shown here, the vas deferens ends here, thereby the sperm is released through the penis. You can see here. Now let us look at urethra. Here you can see in the middle of this structure you can see the structure of urethra how it ends here. So urethra is acting as a common duct for the passage of both urine as well as the spermatic fluid. spermatic fluid is actually a combination of this fluid which is released by the prostate gland and the seminal vesicle along with the sperm. We will call it as a semen. So this is acting as a common passage for the movement of sperm as well as for urine. Now about the sperms, sperms are very tiny bodies as we have already studied in earlier classes. So sperms are tiny bodies that consist of mainly genetic material. Then these are long with a long tail and which can help, which are very highly motile, which can move towards the female germ cell because of its high motility. So these are regarding the male parts of male reproductive system. Now some of the most important questions that can expect from this portion are, first one is importance of prostate gland and seminal vesicle in male reproductive system, because prostate gland and seminal vesicle helps to release the nutritive fluid which helps to nourish the sperms. So this is one of the most important question. Now the second question is sex hormones and its function. That is, here it is about a male sex organ, that is sex hormone, that is testosterone, which helps to bring out all the secondary sexual characters in male. Now the third question, one more question I have shown here is, why does sterility result if testes are retained in the abdomen? This is one of the most important question. So what is the meaning of this question is, why testis is placed outside the abdomen, or the male reproductive system is placed outside the abdomen? So because sperm formation requires an optimum temperature. So optimum temperature in the sense means it must be less than the normal body temperature. That is, the sperm formation requires a lower temperature than the normal body temperature. So because of that, the entire testis as well as the penis, that this major portion of the male reproductive system is placed outside the abdomen. So these are all about male reproductive system and parts and its function.